And welcome back to Late Night Love. Some nights the world feels like it's running a little too fast. People juggling six conversations at once, coworkers doubting your lived reality, partners needing more than you can give, and the quiet ache of wanting connection that doesn't evaporate when it's time to actually show up. Tonight we are sitting in that space, the space where you're trying, they're trying, and somehow the wires still cross. This episode is about the strange, tender moments where life, love, and relationships don't behave the way we expect, and how to stay grounded, human, and hopeful. Anyway, so settle in, dim the lights, and we will talk about it. But before we do all that, do us a favor, hit the like, subscribe, share a thing, and you can find us at latenighlove.us. And you can send us your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to love at latenighlove.us. We greatly appreciate when those show up. And we're back, Lovey.
We're back.
It's been a chaotic few weeks. And actually my chaotic time at work is starting. So
yes, it is. You have the film festival.
All the films are due September 1st. So they're all finished. Or not all finished, but a chunk of them are finished. They're all on edit, so they'll be done. But it's funny. Can I have more time? No. No, I don't have time in the rundown.
Can I have more time?
Yeah. Which I get it. Their film is technically under time, but when they want to add credits, and they don't want to roll credits in 4 seconds, which you could do. You could roll your credits, but he particularly has a big cast, and he didn't want to roll credits in 4 or 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had gone, okay, if I would have ignored 4 or 5 extra seconds, but he asked for like 30, or it's like 24. And no, if I give everybody 30 seconds, now we're into another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ignore 3 or 4 seconds, right? Yeah, whatever. Gets lost in translation. Right? When you go up there and you take your picture, move fast, you can make up for your 4 or 5 seconds, right?
Sure.
But yeah, no, you're not going to make up for a half a minute. Just not. And then everybody's going to want to wonder why they didn't get a half a minute. No.
I know you love doing that. Crushing people's dreams.
Hey, man. It has a specific format. You have to hit the format. Sorry. How you hit the format, we don't care, but you've got to hit the format.
I don't think that's unreasonable. No.
But no. All right, so we're just going to hop right into unless you had something you want to chat about this week.
Well, there's a couple things, new things you learned.
What I learned?
About boo baskets and push presents.
Yeah, both of them are dumb. I don't know what the hell these people are doing these days.
So we get presents.
You don't need a present for everything.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't. This is what's wrong with these young ladies. They want a present just for existing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all tough. You get those on your birthday. That's what the hell birthday presents are for. You survived another year. Here's a present. That's what
you just don't want to have to remember one more thing.
No, some of these are silly. They all want jewelry for giving birth. I'm sorry, that's the last time you should be buying jewelry, is when you're giving birth. No one should be spending money on jewelry.
You should have saved for 9 months.
For the baby, yes. You've got bigger things to deal with than buying jewelry.
Just a little necklace.
No. You've got a little ball and chain, so you're all good. That's your gift.
I still think I should get a boo basket.
No. The only boo basket you get is we go trick-or-treating, and we are too old for that.
I sit out on the front porch and give away little mini cans of soda.
That's yeah. But the only way we're getting a boo basket is if we go to I don't know, maybe a Halloween party. Get me to a Halloween party. I go to a dress up party. What the hell? All right. Why not? All right. Life has a way of throwing you into situations that feel absurdly human. The girl who casually mentioned she's talking to 6 other guys, the coworker who thinks food poisoning is a conspiracy, the Zoom meeting where you're not sure what to call anyone, and the sinking feeling when you realize you can't find someone's house without GPS. You're welcome to one of my sons. And there is the deeper stuff, falling for someone you shouldn't, trying to say no to last minute work texts, and wondering why people agree to meet up but vanish when it's time to actually plan. Tonight, we're unpacking the messy, awkward, and quietly emotional corners of everyday life. Oh, speaking of corners of everyday life, next Monday, we should probably shoot this early or something next week because I have an 8 a.m. dentist appointment.
I think I have a doctor's appointment.
Well, I have an 8 a.m. dentist appointment.
Okay, so I'll reschedule.
I've got to get my teeth fixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's more important. All right.
Okay. Well, we could do both. There's Ubers and Lyfts. And
okay.
All right. And they may not cross each other's paths. Who knows? All right. What's first tonight?
Okay, here we go. Girl you're talking to says she's talking to 6 other guys. What do you do?
Go find another girl to talk to.
Yeah.
Because it means she's stringing along 6 guys trying to figure out which one is best rather than you can kind of understand at some point having 1 or 2 if that you're not serious about, but you're contemplating being serious about, right? Choices have to be made in life, and sometimes it can take a little while to make choices, but 6?
It's a bit excessive. What is she putting together? A baseball team or something?
She planning to move or what? I don't know. It just seems 6 seems excessive at one point. I could understand, she's dating another guy at the same time as me. Yeah, you're on both of you are on your 3rd dates, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No one necessarily has to like it, but it's not necessarily, it is what it is in the modern world. So, but 6 and define talking, and yeah, it just becomes more complicated than you really want to deal with.
It sounds just like a recipe for disaster. It really does.
Yeah, that's a red flag. It's something about the 6, right?
I know we could 3 even.
3 even. I can. Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
I kind of accidentally. The 3rd guy just was really cute or made her laugh a lot, right? And it just kind of accidentally happened at somebody's wedding or something. Yeah, all right, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, you give her a pass on that one, but yeah, 6.
No.
She's either has trouble with commitment.
She can't make up her mind. She's fickle.
She may not be fickle. She may just be stringing everybody along till someone better comes along. She's waiting for Mr. 6 feet, 6 figures and all that.
Good luck, sweetie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're passing by some really great guys.
Yeah, well, the good ones are the ones who aren't participating.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
I had food poisoning, and my coworkers don't believe me.
Yeah. Well, because food poisoning, especially in America, is actually quite uncommon. I mean, we have, I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd safest food supply in the world in terms of things like getting food poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually incredibly safe, which is why when something happens, we all flip out because we're not used to things happening, right?
No.
We're used to everything being fine. I mean, if you get food poisoning, it's kind of your own fault because you ate grandma's, potato salad that was left out too long or whatever it was, right?
Well, it gets tangy.
That's the that kind of thing. But that's why they don't believe you. It's just because it's so uncommon in the United States
Yeah.
that they don't. Why? We haven't heard of food poisoning in forever. What are you talking about?
I know.
Of course, here's the thing: food poisoning actually happens more often than we think. The problem is it just passes mildly unpleasantly.
Yeah. And you think you got the flu or something.
or something. Yeah, it was thought you had a quick 24-hour bug. No,
Yeah.
something you ate didn't agree with you.
Yeah.
Things like that, and you just don't associate it with whatever it was.
Yeah.
So it probably does happen more often than we think. So yeah, Ed, here's the thing. Who cares?
Don't. It's none of your business what other people.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's none of your business.
Is my suggestion.
Move on.
You're not going to change their mind anyway, so don't try.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
How do I refer to someone? They're on a Zoom meeting and she doesn't know. Is it they, then, him, her? What are they supposed to do?
What do they have listed? The they, them people put it on their things. That's actually the one thing you can appreciate about them. They generally put it on there.
Okay.
You don't have to guess because they let you know, which I can appreciate.
I really do.
Whether I agree with the whole thing is my personal feelings on it aside. I appreciate the fact that they at least let me know what they prefer. All right, fine. And I can decide what to do with it from that point, right? But at least they let me know. And so if they don't have it listed, just do your best. Generally speaking, no one complains if you get it wrong in good faith.
Yeah. Generally.
I mean, it hasn't happened in a while, but I used to get called ma'am. You got a shapely behind and long hair, and someone would say ma'am. And no, sorry. Or it happened in a drive-up window where they don't get the thing. All they get is the long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can happen. What? Is there something wrong with being the other gender? Why would I be offended at that? I've never understood why someone's offended at that. Is there something wrong with being the other? I like the other gender. I don't know what you're talking about. Why was that offensive? I still never got why it would be offensive to be referred to as the wrong gender. But I guess I don't have gender issues. And so,
Well, when you go your whole life and you're finally out of that closet, you know.
I get it, but again, it's my own personal mindset. I would think at that stage I would care less about it because I've owned whatever I am. You can't, what you think of me isn't relevant. I've kind of come to that decision already. So, but I don't have to understand it, right? And especially in a business setting, you just do what they've suggested. And if it's the they, them, they put those on there. And if not, just do your best.
Okay.
If it looks like a particular gender and the name kind of matches what it looks like, you're pretty safe.
Taking a shot.
And if you get it wrong, most people will politely let you know or not, just let you run with it because they don't care that much. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people don't actually care that much. Yeah, I don't care. You know how many times I've had people who had called me for years the wrong name and I just never bothered to correct them because I don't really care that much. Outside of the 10 minutes every 2 weeks I see this person.
You're kidding.
Yeah. For years. But you always see this guy like he's the truck driver for, that comes in on every Friday.
Or he calls you Fred
or something. Yeah. And I don't care, whatever. It's most often Justin. Most often people call me Justin. They get my name confused, and I just whatever. I don't want to take the time to fix it, and so yeah, whatever.
That's funny.
I just let it be, because why? It's more trouble than it's worth to fix. So I don't. And you'd be surprised how many people have similar things. It's just not worth the trouble. It's not that big of a deal, so they're not going to bother fixing it. kind of like our delivery person. We still have no idea.
Well, we don't.
Yeah. So, and it's not relevant.
It's not.
So, all right.
Is not being able to use a GPS disqualifying? She couldn't find his house.
Disqualifying for what?
Dating.
Well, no.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. She accepted.
Yeah.
She was on her way.
Okay.
She got scared.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she can't find his house. Sorry. So sorry. So sad.
Okay. Oh, and this is the guy writing?
Yeah.
No, it's perfectly reasonable for a woman to get cold feet on meeting.
But what she did say was, she didn't say she got cold feet.
Yeah.
She
So
just said, I can't find your house.
she's embarrassed. So that's,
I know.
Yeah, it's all right. It's very human. Here's the thing, long-term relationships, they start with small acts of forgiveness. If you forgive her, she's going to feel safe with you because you're not going to make a big deal out of it. Yeah, it hurt a little. Sure. It's okay. Maybe she can't find a house. I have a son who still needs a GPS to get out of his neighborhood. So
You're kidding.
no, you know exactly which one we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Can't find his way out of a paper bag that got
No, he can't.
doesn't have any ends. Still get lost in there. Seriously, there's only a handful of places he can get without using a GPS. I don't know what this kid would have done 50 years ago.
No.
I have no idea. But yeah, the rest of them can find their way around. So it's not like he didn't have some information. I didn't teach them. The rest of them know how to get around. So it's anyway.
Poor kid.
Should it be just no? It's
Actually, he's like what, 35 now?
Yeah, but not being able to find your house in air quotes, is not disqualifying. Just means she freaked out.
Yeah.
And legitimate, right?
Going to a guy's house alone.
Yeah. So go meet for coffee first. Get her feel comfortable so where she has the opportunity to not follow you home.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll reset. It's fine.
Yeah.
You get it. It's frustrating. It's a little hurtful. You get it. But come on now. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, assuming you like her, right? If you're just trying to get a booty call, it's another thing. But it doesn't seem like you wouldn't be writing in anywhere. It would be disqualifying.
I know.
Because if it's just a booty call, yeah, okay, you just try again next time. It's not a big deal, right? You don't care that much.
Yeah.
So, no, I give her another shot simply because it's perfectly human to get nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, she may be fighting an anxiety disorder or something.
Don't know.
And getting out of her house and halfway to your place was a huge step. So it may be a huge step in trust for her to begin with. So, now finding the real problem, because GPS can always find my house. It's not like I don't live in the middle of nowhere or something and there's no and there's no GPS. I live on 5th Street in a major town. It's like
I know.
Yeah. But still.
We live on the grid, baby.
But give her a little grace.
A little bit.
Give her some grace and she'll give you some grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll become a war story one day and you guys can laugh about it. Yeah. All right.
I think I fell for a married guy and I can't stop thinking about him. He's a coworker.
Well, thoughts are one thing, actions are another.
They really are. You haven't done anything yet, thank goodness.
No, and also remember what you've fallen for is an imaginary version of the person
This is you got his work
Mhm.
persona.
Yeah, you don't have no idea. Absolutely none. What he's like from a non-professional perspective.
Yeah.
He could be the greatest person in the world. He could go home and play Fortnite all day and ignore his family. You just there's no way of knowing,
I
right?
know.
Or some other version of those. So, the nice thing about fantasies is they turn out exactly how you want. Reality is a little different.
Mhm.
So, I-
Go volunteer at something. Do some volunteer work. Meet some nice guy.
yeah, you can't control which thoughts pop into your head,
You really can't.
but you can control how much life you give them. You don't have to feed them. You can
Mm.
acknowledge it, put it away, and go on to something else. Is always my suggestion. It may come up again 30 seconds later. Acknowledge it, put it away, and go on to something else, or go back to what you were doing. It might be hard, but that's how you train yourself not to think of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way to do it that I know of. Maybe there's other ways, but you literally train yourself to not think about it, or when you think about it, you just start automatically barking it away. And next thing you know, even if it happens, you don't notice.
I had even stopped what I'm doing and go, no, 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 and focus on what you're doing. Now, if it's really bad, I read in a book one time, you imagine their face, and then you imagine coming out of their mouth the most vile, disgusting thing you can think of.
I don't like to give thoughts that much power. I like to depower them, which is why you acknowledge them. It's like you pat it on the head. Yes, I know you're here, which means it's been heard, and then you move on to something else. Park it and move on to something else. And yeah, it might be like a toddler and keep coming back, but you put it away. It gets tired. I just don't like giving those kind of thoughts power and
Okay.
all those kind of things. In my view, again, everybody's different, right? So there's two different ways to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, try one if the other one doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing whatever you're doing, if it's not working, try something different. that's just because you don't want to go down that road.
You really don't.
It's just a lot of
disastrous.
It's just a lot of stress on everybody.
Yeah.
So, okay.
How do I say no to a last moment text requesting me to work tomorrow? Just say, I'm sorry, I'm not available.
I just don't answer them. If I'm not at work, I am not required to answer texts. So I just don't answer them if I'm not in the work hours. I am no longer in a position where I have to be on call 24/7. So guess what? I am not on call 24/7. I may or may not answer the text depending upon what the nature of the text is. And the nice thing is on my phone, I can read them without it thinking I read them.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. So I just never look at it. You can't say nothing. I'm off. You can't, right? You're not paying me to reply to texts in my off hours. If you have an emergency, you're going to have to call me. And I'll answer you. Because I know if you're calling me in my off hours, it's an emergency and I'll answer.
Yeah.
If you're sending me a text in my off hours, it's not an emergency. Get away from me. If you're going to have to do it, you're going to have to do it. Right. So that's how I would do it. I don't know if you're in a position to kind of do that, but the easiest way is no, I have other things scheduled. Because that's what often happens in your off time is you schedule other things. Whether oftentimes, when I was young, I was working juggling 3 different jobs. So if I wasn't working at one, I was sleeping or working.
Mm-hmm.
And so, no, you're not getting my sleeping or my working time. I didn't have enough of either, right? I was sleeping or working. I was only getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep at best anyway. So dang well better been an emergency.
Mm.
So you just say no. Of course, that's in the day before text. And we had to have actual phones. But anyway, how old I am. All right. Hey, Kat.
Kidding.
All right. What's next?
Okay, last question in our life section. A lot of girls will agree to meet up with me, then fizzle out when it comes to planning logistics. You're supposed to ask them out, sweetie. Hey, would you like to go out to dinner with me or coffee with me? Do you live near so and so coffee house?
Yeah, this is if it happens repeatedly, then it's a you issue. Make the plan when you ask them. Hey, you want to go out with me sometime? Sure. How about next Saturday?
Yeah.
How about Thursday night for coffee? Hey, my friend's having a book reading or a poem reading at some coffee house. You want to come with me and support them? Whatever it is. Girls like those goofy, weird things. So
We really do.
even if they hate the poem, they like the fact that you're willing to try them.
We do.
That right? That it's all good. You can even tell her, I don't really like these things, but my friend Bob, he really does, and so I just want to go support Bob. And I don't want to go to these things alone. So, nice low key date type of thing. But it's you. Here goes back. We said this 1,000 times, right? If it's a pattern, you're the most common denominator in that pattern.
Unfortunately, it's that way.
Yeah, it doesn't work any other way. You're the common denominator, and so that's the one you have to change. It's the only one you can't. You can't change their behavior. You can only change yours. So get the logistics in up front. You're wanting to plan logistics later, plan them right away. Now, the danger in that is they're being nice and you end up getting stood up a lot, but that's a risk.
It is.
It's a risk you have to take. But again, go back to nice planning. A lot of young ladies hate it these days, but men are going to the simple first dates. And a lot of young ladies don't like that.
No, we want it to be special and romantic.
Yeah. But a lot of you have behaved badly, and now men aren't going to do that anymore. So took advantage of it. Became expected. So now they're no, I'm not investing in you until I know I like you. So for better or for worse, I don't know. There's probably a little of both in there. Frankly, simplifying first dates is probably good for both sides.
It probably is. Less expectations for you guys. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on a first date to have to.
Yeah, and hey, I'm not going to say if some woman moves you to move the world for the first date, knock yourself out. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
On occasion it happens. I'm not going to get in anybody's way, but generically speaking, simplify. Man, you can simplify that first date, and if you want to extend it and go for the full 9 yards, have a backup plan in your pocket that you can do on the fly.
yeah. Would you like to go see a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever happens to be. Know that have a spot where you can take her that's really nice. If the coffee works out, and you can take her to a really nice dinner someplace. If you've got a connection somewhere,
Yeah.
whatever it is,
That's a good one.
have a backup plan.
Yeah. Plan B in your back pocket.
But your main plan is, I'm just going to go spend a half hour, 45 minutes at a coffee shop, donut shop, whatever it is.
Yeah.
For me, it'd be a frozen yogurt place or something, ice cream shop. Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
work.
Let's go to Baskin Robbins. Just because I don't know any other ice cream shops. It's the only. So is there a frozen yogurt place? I don't even know a frozen yogurt place, and that's what I should be eating. But I'll go to Baskin Robbins because that's all I know.
Oh, cool. You're going to take me to Baskin Robbins?
I didn't say that.
Uh-huh.
Didn't I take you enough places this week?
I think you did.
I think I did. All right. I know I took Nito enough places this week.
I know this. I was gone.
Yeah.
And you and the hussies just barely did dishes.
I think I ordered Burger King delivered every day you were gone.
Stop it. Did you really?
I think I did.
I went to visit my sister for a week.
I think I did. I think that, yeah, I did. I cheated on you. I ate Burger King every day you were gone.
See?
I am the worst person on the planet. That was terrible for me every time, too. I really should go to the store and buy stuff. I'll do that tomorrow. No, screw it. I haven't gone shopping this week.
So basically, you were a bachelor for a week.
Yeah, I'd be dead if I didn't have to go to the store once a week.
See?
Because I'm so lazy to. I hate cooking now. I just despise it because food is just eh.
I know.
And so, anyway.
Mm.
And so you just order cheapest delivery you can. All right, life doesn't always give you clarity, but it gives you chances to choose yourself. And that's take that from what I can't read that one properly. Take the one that's in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I can read that properly or not. I don't know. For me and Lovey, have a good night. That went off the rails fast. At the end of the we crashed into the station on that one. Have a good night for me and Lovey. Anyway, I said that all backwards. For me and Lovey, have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.
Bye.
I got all backwards on that one. What the heck was that up about? God damn, this is going to be fun. I'm going to start speaking like Yoda by the time we're done with this. Back to Welcome Late Night Love.
Oh, no. I thought that was your Santa voice.
No, that was a terrible one. But I'm a little nasally. So.
Okay.
And everybody needed to hear that.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. All right. And welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Jess. She's Lovey. And before we start, we want to let you know you can find us at latenightLove.us. You can send us your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to love@latenightLove.us. And do us the big favor and hit the like, subscribe, share, all that good, fun stuff. Yeah, do all that. All right. Tonight, love is rarely a straight line. Sometimes a guy who was all in for months suddenly downgrades you to just friends. Sometimes your toddler hides your keys for the 5th time. Sometimes a pacifier becomes a 3-week emotional hostage situation. That's true. Sometimes you look at your reflection and think, I don't know if I'll ever be in a relationship. And sometimes you're just trying to understand why men ghost, or how to develop a daughter who doesn't test well, or how to guide a 9-year-old who's learning honesty the hard way. Love is complicated, but it is never hopeless. Just feels that way.
It does.
All right, let's just hop right in.
All right. Guy suddenly went from very interested for months to just friends. Confused.
Well, it's gonna depend on what you mean by very interested. At some point, they start to feel like they're being strung along and they lose interest.
What do you mean strung along?
Well, we have no idea. Guy went from very interested for months.
What was he? Well, then he didn't convey his expectations.
We have no idea the context what this comes from, what very interested means,
Okay.
right?
Well, intimacy for one.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, that's a little more than very interested, right? We had a relationship for months, and now he wants to be just friends. Means the relationship wasn't working.
Mm,
Sometimes these things just are what they are.
yeah.
Relationships don't always work.
Didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
Or he got what he wanted, so that was that.
Well, usually they find out that the kind of accumulation of little things, right? You kind of find out the little habits, the way someone breathes when they sleep, or they chew wrong, or all those various things that you don't really notice for the first 5 or 6 months. Then you start to spend more time with them, especially intimate time, and now those things become annoyances. And you're just annoyed.
Welcome to relationships.
Yes, right. It doesn't work for me, and you've gone to become just friends, which is the polite way to say we're ending our relationship, and everybody moves on. It's just how these things work, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there is no solid answer why a relationship does or doesn't work. It's just accumulation of little incompatibilities. You can put up with a couple incompatibilities. How many can you put up with? If some person's breathing makes you irritated while you're trying to sleep, it's not going to work.
Last time that happened was my mother.
So,
And I left home at 17.
so I'm just saying. So who knows? Maybe you've got a voice with a high pitch, and he thought he could get used to it and couldn't. And who wants to tell you that I can't stand the sound of your voice? Lovely person, but I can't listen to you for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years. Right? It could simply be that. A great human being. Your voice is like nails on a chalkboard. I can't ask you to change it. That's rude. So, how many people have you met that have a voice that to you is nails on a chalkboard, but yet they have a spouse and friends and everything?
I went out with a guy. He wouldn't let me talk to him on the phone.
Uh-huh.
We met for coffee.
And he talked like Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to bow out.
See? I'm just saying. He may have gave her the old college try. Oh, I'll get used to it.
I did. I tried to kiss him, and I said, I'm sorry, I got nothing. This is not going to work.
So
I gave it a shot, dude.
I'm just saying. So you never know what those little things are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes a relationship ends and there's no clear answer, just the end. And you just have to learn to accept it and move on. Sorry.
We like closure.
Closures, it only happens in books. You don't actually get closure. When has closure actually ever actually happened? At best, you fool yourself into thinking it happens.
I had somebody try to do it, and I slammed it in his face. No, you don't. You were an awful boyfriend.
So you didn't want closure when you had the opportunity.
I know.
Yeah. So closure's a myth, personally. But keep going out, try to make yourself a better human being.
Yeah.
All right.
Where did your toddler hide your keys? Okay, often. He often hides his keys. 3.
Okay, now is he hiding the keys or is he playing with the keys? And like toddlers do, they end up wherever they're going to end up.
I don't know.
Because oftentimes keys, right? There's this big thing of keys. These rattle like a rattle, and you're talking to a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like playing with mommy's rattle. And next thing you know, it's, I don't know, under a couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
You know, in the laundry basket, you know, he's playing with it, checking it. It throws it. It's on the third shelf, you know, in the dining room. Who knows where that thing is?
So get one of those key holders, put it up high,
Yep.
and keep your keys on there all the time.
Yeah,
that's a you thing, man.
Yeah, at some point you've got to put those keys out of their reach.
Yeah.
Especially if they can't help themselves. At 3, they can't really help
They
themselves.
can't. They have no self-control.
So
they think it, they do it.
Yeah, he's thinking it's a toy.
That reminds me of some adults.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's just playing with it. Bing, 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 boom. It flips out of his hand because, of course, it is. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
And it's flying across the room, and who knows where it lands. It can land anywhere. So it's not so much he's hiding the keys. Now, maybe he is. It's not out of the reach for a 3-year-old to play games and be hiding the keys.
I hid the keys once.
Yeah, but when you were older than 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was in first grade, second grade.
Yeah. I don't want to go to school today. I'm going to hide the keys.
No, we were living with some people, and no, it was first grade. We were living with some people, and they had 3 teenage boys, and we were having a good time. And he goes, "Okay, I'm going to get ready for work." And in my, 7-year-old brain, I hide his keys. He can't go to work. We can still keep playing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Didn't go very well.
No.
So, yeah, get your keys out that toddler's reach is the answer to that question.
Yeah.
But were my toddlers hide keys? I don't remember my toddlers messing with my keys very much. So, doesn't mean they didn't. Just means I don't remember it. So, they may very well have. All right. What's next?
Pacifier regulation despair.
Uh-huh.
They took the pacifier away.
Yep.
It's been 3 weeks.
Yep.
She is still screaming and,
How old are they?
2.
Did you replace it with something that's like a teddy bear or something else that can give her emotional support?
Well, that's what they wonder if that's what they did. They took away did they take away her emotional support?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pacifier is part habit, part emotional support.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give her some emotional support back.
Mm-hmm.
A teddy bear, blanket, something.
Okay.
This is often when kids pick up the teddy bear, right? Or their doll or something.
Yeah.
Woody from Toy Story, those type of things. This is when those things get picked up.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you've got this little Raggedy Ann doll that's been drug around for 15 years. Arm's been resewed on, and the eye is no longer the same eye. It's an eye from a different doll. You know how it goes, right? Because
yeah,
Linus in his blanket. If you think about, for those of us old enough to remember Peanuts, what do you think that blanket was?
I know.
Yeah. So,
and he sucked his thumb too.
Yeah. So you've broken the pacifier habit, but you didn't replace the emotional thing that it was doing. It's not just the habit of pacifier. So that pacifier was part emotional regulation, which is why we call it a pacifier, frankly.
Thank you.
Just say.
I know.
It's right there in the name.
Kind of in the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of right there in the name. Okay. What's next?
I don't think I'll ever be in a relationship. How do I yap more? He sees people sitting in bars and they just
Mhm.
You know, and he gets a date and he's just like draws a blank. He doesn't know what to say.
Okay, you have to talk about something that interests you. So you have to have something that's of interest. So what do you do in your spare time?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you have any hobbies? Do you build websites? Do you make memes? You know, what do you do? Do you feed the homeless on the third Thursday of every month? What do you do? And you talk about that. This is the time where they're trying to find out about you, and what you're telling them, quite literally, is that there's nothing to you because you got nothing to say.
Mm.
So have something to say.
Yeah.
You have stuff going on in your life. You do things. You talk with people. You probably have a hobby. You just don't consider it a hobby. Frame it as a hobby in your mind and talk about it that way.
Mm.
Yeah, me and my friends meet up every Tuesday and Thursday and go online and play and dungeon crawl.
Mm.
Yeah, we've been doing it for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not gaming. That's a hobby.
Mm-hmm. I've been playing my farm game for 15 years now. It just gave me a gift. See there?
So now, if you don't have anything to talk about, that's a different problem to fix. Go do something. There's all kinds of community organizations, you know, library that have things for people to do, to learn, to go try something new.
There's adult education senate programs.
Yeah, there are all kinds. Just, you know, I work at a place that does that kind of thing for dirt cheap. Teaches people how to do all kinds of things regarding media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making movies and TV shows
Yeah.
and editing and all kinds of stuff. Go do something. And then you get opportunities to volunteer on other people's projects. And then other people volunteer on your projects. And next thing, everybody gets to create stuff. And then guess what? Then you have stuff to talk about. Hey, what were you doing last week? Oh, I was working on a short film. I was just holding lights in this one, but I was an assistant director in one last week. Right? These are things you get to do.
Yeah.
I have people who come on here and do my TV show. They run audio, they do all the various things. It's not because they agree with the things I say on the show. Trust me. But anyway,
You do a myriad of things that help people, allow people to shine, you know, along with you. You know, you while you're doing your hobby, this is actually your hobby, doing those things.
yeah. So back to the question though, if you want to learn how to talk more, there's two things. A, have confidence in what you're doing is going to be interesting. And you just kind of have to accept that it either is or it isn't. But B, have something to actually talk about. I mean, if the only thing you have to talk about is you scored 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school 10 years ago, you don't have much to talk about.
Really.
I mean, that's fun at the bar or at the barbecue, right? Okay, that's a time to talk about that, but she don't want to hear that. She's trying to figure out what kind of human being you are. So, what your interests are. I told you, yeah, I played a hobby with this silly little,
Yeah,
yeah,
the baseball.
It's a little baseball computer simulation.
And
Baseball.
what did you end up with on your birthday? A jacket with the emblem of your team. I had to make it was a makeup team. It was what do they call those? Dream teams or something?
Yeah, no, it was just a it was a baseball simulation, and so there was just a bunch of made up teams, and 24 people
And
from
you,
around the world got together and played
yeah.
simulation baseball.
And you had an emblem that you had made up, and I had to make into a patch and put on a.
Yeah.
That went over well with the community. They just.
Yeah, anybody takes it seriously, they like that stuff. All right, so that's what you should do. Just have more to talk about.
Yeah.
Or, get out of your shell. You have stuff to talk about. You're just not willing to because you think someone's going to think less of you or reject you or whatever. And well, okay, but they're rejecting you now because you're not. So you've got less to lose by opening up and then telling people what you're doing. Maybe it seems silly. We'll start with that. I know it's going to seem silly, but I play simulation baseball with my friends every week.
Well, you did preface that. One of the very, very first things you told me about yourself was, I'm a geek.
Yeah, that is what it is. Lean into it.
So I knew that something, game-wise was coming.
She's going to find out anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well lead with it. For all you know, she might like that. And now you've clicked a couple good boxes for you.
And you also took off you came on video with your shirt off, and you're like, this is it.
Yeah.
Well, this is what you get. And I'm like,
you've gotten more since then.
What are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Hey man, I'm just saying.
I don't flipping care.
Yeah.
Is there something I need to know about? Do you have a prosthetic limb or something I should know about? Other than that.
No, I have a Dr. Pepper belly. That's what I've got.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
I have thunder thighs. So what?
All right. We've gone off the rails here on this poor guy. Is what we have done. So just
see, you can find stuff to talk about.
Yeah, just find stuff to talk about. And here's the thing, being honest about who you are early. I know it's scary, but it's going to happen anyway. So you might as well get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And you find out sooner whether you're compatible or not.
Yeah.
If she's going to judge you because you're a bit of a nerd, well, then you want that to know that now. You don't want to know that in 6 months. And now you've got this time and investment and emotions all dragged into it. Now you're going to actually consider changing who you are just because, you don't want to be alone.
Mm.
You're already used to being alone.
Mm-hmm.
Find someone who accepts you as you are.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think I did most of the talking in our first date. Our meeting, excuse me. Our first meeting. Well, I remember I talked a lot.
Imagine that.
Okay. I was nervous.
Uh-huh. Okay, what's next?
Oh, sorry. Daughter struggling in college. She doesn't test well. She does great on projects.
Mm-hmm.
She does great class participation. She's a stellar student.
Okay.
But she fails her test. She, gets a D,
Okay, A, what is it? C's get degrees, right? So if she's pulling C's,
yeah,
doesn't matter. Okay. The testing doesn't matter. She's getting C's. She's passing her classes. C's get degrees.
They do.
But here's the thing. Take a class. You're in flipping college of all places. So they have a class or a workshop or something. They will.
I took it. I know what's coming.
Test taking.
Yeah.
Take a class on test taking. And sometimes it's between your ears, right? It's your mental attitude going into the test. Sometimes it's strategies. Just take the workshop on test taking.
And then it's often tucked in with study skills, a study skills class. They tuck in test taking.
Yeah, but find a test taking workshop. So it's a 3-hour workshop where you can train. At this point, it's probably a mental block more than anything else. Right? She
Maybe.
gets anxiety about it,
Yeah.
and then the anxiety makes it hard to think. And so she's not concentrating on the test because she's concentrating about failing the test, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yes, if it's not a study issue, let's assume for a minute it's not a study issue, then she's going to have to figure out what it is. Is it anxiety that she's going to have to cope with and deal with? You have to learn to deal with it. So learn to deal with it, but figure out what it is.
Okay.
But take a test taking workshop.
Good advice.
Yeah, you don't have to go take a full semester course. Just find a workshop.
They're like, or even they have some 6-week courses. You know.
Yeah, if it's a big college, they probably have a support group,
Yeah.
or something like that. Go down to the student union or whatever they have. Student support. And, you're not the only one who has trouble taking tests. You can do everything else, but you go to take the test and
Not the only one.
and their brain freezes
Definitely
up.
not.
Or because it's multiple choice, they struggle with multiple choice tests for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And you have to sat down and talk to the professor. They could answer all the questions correctly, but they sit down in front of a multiple choice test and their brain goes haywire.
Yeah.
It happens. So, find out what the actual problem is, but take a workshop. Start with a workshop. Okay.
Why do men ghost you all of a sudden?
The same reason anybody ghosts anybody all of a sudden. Amount of time and what they think they're going to get out of the relationship is, time value proposition has exceeded the equation, and you no longer engage in the conversation. It's just the way the world works nowadays.
It's poor behavior. It's not very respectful.
Yeah, but we can say it's not very respectful, but it is the way it is. It's
disrespectful.
It's just the way life is nowadays because everything's done by text and text messages and things like that. And
so it's basically it's keyboard courage.
Well, it's just saying there's not a lot of investment to begin with. So why are you expecting the proper investment on the way out?
Hey, don't wait by the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna. No, get that. Send it. Can you send one more text? I'm sorry, this isn't working for me. That's all you got to do.
I'm just saying.
So we waste our time sitting around waiting for you to call for 2 weeks before we finally get it.
I'm just saying. You asked why the ghost. That's why the ghost.
That's rude.
It might be rude, but it is what it is. It happens on all sides all the time, and which is why the world is the way it is.
A lot of things is what it is. That doesn't make them right.
Well, yes, but you and I aren't going to change it.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. It's only going to get worse because the interactions are less. There's less investment in interactions. Everybody's doing messages and text messages. There's no investment in there. There's no investment in a relationship. So So if you're not invested, there's no.
No. What about if you've gone out on dates?
Well, that's been happening since the beginning of time. We went out on a date and Johnny never calls me back, or Sarah won't answer the phone, or she's always doing her hair now. There's nothing new about that.
It's not
right. It may or may not be right, but it's the way humans have been since the beginning of time. So, I mean, we can.
Well, I don't recall ever ghosting anyone.
We can argue into the wind if you want. You can get mad at the wind if you want, but
I don't remember ghosting anyone. It's bad form.
Maybe it is.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not making a value judgment one way or the other. I'm just saying it is what it is.
It's a value judgment.
And it's been this way since the beginning of time.
It stinks.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
You and the Egyptians agree.
I think we need to move on.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, these people, they have a dishonest 9-year-old boy, and
No way, man.
they don't know what to do.
That's never happened before. That's the first time ever on the history of the planet.
That a boy is
that
9-year-old.
9-year-old boy.
Girl too.
Oh yeah, girls and 9-year-old children are, they'll be dishonest as long as they think they can get away with it.
They absolutely will. They're getting something out of it.
Yes. Even if it's just attention, they're getting something out of it.
No, bad attention, still attention.
Yeah. And so if they're not getting other attention, then they'll be dishonest just to get attention. So A, they can't be rewarded for it in any shape, manner, or form. So in a sense, you have to figure out what it is. If they're looking for attention, see, that's the hard part, because if they're looking for attention, you actually have to give them attention. You just can't give them attention for being bad.
Yeah.
You have to start figuring out a way to give them attention that they don't see as connected, which is a trick. But actually, that's the one that has to happen. Otherwise, if it's just a 9-year-old boy testing the boundaries of what is and isn't socially acceptable, that's the easy one, right? You just punish them every single time. Slightly escalating punishments as if it continues more than a couple times. Start taking stuff away. You got a favorite toy? Not anymore. Right? You teach the lessons.
Computer time.
Yeah, whatever it is, right?
Their currency.
Yeah, whatever their currency is. And it might be chocolate cookies at bedtime. Oh, no chocolate cookies this week. Sorry. You're not getting that. So whatever it is that they value has to be taken away, because then they make the connection. Now, the one that's going to be actually the hardest one that I don't have the slightest idea, the one who's doing it for thrills, those are adrenaline junkies, and you're just going to have to get used to them being adrenaline junkies. Direct it into something, I'm going to say, less destructive. It's just less destructive to other people. You just give him a skateboard and elbow pads and knee pads and all that stuff and send him on his way. Close your eyes.
Don't look.
And don't look. Yeah. Because you're not going to want to see. And up your insurance. That's my suggestion for that one too. Don't forget. Up that insurance level a little bit, because you're going to need it. But that's all you can do for an adrenaline junkie, right? Is direct it.
Yeah.
Because he's going to search that for whatever reason, and it's a natural thing, and they're going to do what they're going to do. Just imagine if Tony Hawk hadn't had a skateboard. Think all the trouble that kid would have caused.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing he had a skateboard.
He'd be in jail.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So you are not unlovable, unchosen, or behind. You're simply in the middle of your story. From me and Levy, have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.
Good night.
Can't believe I don't have
this is fine.
What's that? You can?
My can. I'm not going to pour it into a cup.
No way, man.
Totally.
Mine's empty because I don't have any lemonade. And welcome back to Late Night Love. I'm Jess. She's
Nearly
loving.
you did.
And tonight, relationships are where our deepest vulnerabilities show up. A boyfriend calling you selfish because you didn't wake him, even though you tried. A wife who wants more attention than you can give while you're working. A fiance who feels distant, leaving you lonely in your own home. A long distance partner who doesn't want sex, and you're trying to understand what that means for your future. And then the odd human moments, the questions about safety, questions about seductions, questions about why laughter bubbles up at the most intimate times. Relationships are tender, strange, and profoundly human. What is also profoundly human is our dislike for the like, subscribe, share button. But you do please do us a favor and hit that for us. Also, you can find us at latenightLove.us and send us your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to love@latenightLove.us.
Yay.
There, got all that in.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. Should we jump in?
Yep.
Okay. This one. Boyfriend called me selfish for not waking up after he fell asleep on the sofa. Okay, he fell asleep on the sofa. She tried twice to wake him. Then she just like, well, I tried.
Yep.
She went into the bed. He woke up middle of the night.
Yeah.
You left me to sleep on the sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his mother. She was under no obligation to try once, frankly. He's a big boy. He knows how to fall asleep and where to sleep and where not to sleep. And he can make these choices.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to fall asleep on the couch. He's perfectly capable of falling asleep on the couch. I ain't going to wake him up.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is one of my rules. You should never wake a man from sleep, unless he's going to be late for work.
Unless you have to.
If
you have to, you have to. But if you don't, why would you wake anybody up unless you absolutely have to?
I know.
Let that person
let him sleep.
For the love of everything. That's when bodies regenerate and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. Unless he was hoping for some happy time, but that's his fault. He fell asleep.
He fell asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She and his mother. That's my answer to that
question. Okay. All right. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Wife needs too much attention while I'm at work. He used to work for himself. So he could text her.
Yeah.
All during the day. Now he's working for somebody else and he can't do that anymore.
And she's having trouble adjusting.
She said, why aren't you answering my text?
Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah. Woman. Oh, well, look. Yes, she's being overly needy, right? She developed a habit, and now that can't be filled the way she's used to having it filled.
Does she have a cat?
And she's feeling, she's feeling a little abandoned, right? Let's deal with what she's actually feeling with.
All right.
She's feeling slightly abandoned.
Yeah, she is.
Because she's used to having this connection with you throughout the day, and now she's kind of feeling left alone.
So it's a loss and a change all at once.
Yeah. Yeah. She's feeling a little alone. Right? She used to feel connected with you during the day.
Yeah.
And now she's not. And
yeah.
So now she's stuck with her own thoughts for hours upon hours upon hours without any steadifying input, right? Input that, for whatever reason, gave her an anchor. Now she's got to find her own anchor. She'll adjust.
You know what I did?
Well,
I went on Chat GPT. They'll talk about the most mundane BS. And then I can decide, do I want to tell Jim that? Is it worthy? What is it going to fit in at lunch? Should I wait till he's home for the day? What?
Well, see, my policy is I just don't answer things I don't have time to answer until I have time to answer them.
Oh, yeah.
And so it might sit for 3 hours, right?
I know.
Because I'm busy.
And it does.
Yeah, and it does. And I have no guilt for it either.
You should not.
So
you're working.
Yeah, I'm a little busy. If it was important, she'd call me. That's
Yeah.
that goes back to that. So, but she'll adjust. Acknowledge the fact that she's feeling lonely, that she's feeling disconnected is probably a better word.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that, but you can only do what you can do. Reality is what reality is, and she's going to have to adjust and find her own anchor, which is going to, frankly, it's probably going to be good for her in the long run. She's not good. It's not good to be overly anchored to a person.
Through texts. I mean, all day long. Come on.
Yeah, it's not good for her.
No.
No, she needs her own. She needs to let her ship sail a little. Encourage her to,
pick a coffee shop. Go read at the coffee shop. That's what I did. That's how I started.
Go to the arts and crafts, thing at the community center.
The community center.
Yeah, they've got some kind of thing going on there every now and again.
Talk about a hobby. Get a hobby.
Or join the walking group or whatever it is. That doesn't matter essentially what it is. Just find something.
She needs some company.
Yeah.
She needs friends. Took me about a year and I got 3 solid friendships.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Tell her to go to AA meetings. I don't know.
Oh, I'm telling you. Ooh, codependence. There we go. Couple hundred coda meetings. She'll be all right.
Yeah, she'll be all right. She'll adapt. Okay, what's next?
Okay, I feel lonely as hell in my relationship with my fiance. She's 27. What am I supposed to do? He's 34. No affection. Okay, she's not affectionate.
Okay, that's
just, and apparently from observation, that's how she was raised. Her family is not affectionate.
Mm-hmm.
His family is super affectionate.
Okay, so why are you two in a relationship?
I know.
You're going to have to go back to figure out what that is. Either you would have to accept her, she doesn't give her affection isn't expressed in the way you're used to. I'll guarantee you she has displays of affection. He's just not seeing them. We've talked about this one before a long time.
Okay, now,
right?
As I can relate to this as a female. I was not used to, I wasn't raised with a father, so I wasn't really able to observe. I observed my grandpa, and he did things for my grandmother. And then she would sit at the dining room table and praise him. So when I finally got around to looking back, I went, that's how long-term relationships settle into, because they were married like 50 years,
Yeah, grandpa's love language was doing things, making grandma's life more comfortable.
That's largely what I see in that men have that's their love language. If they really care about you, they'll do something for you. Some of the most amazing things in the world were invented by husbands trying to help their wives,
or trying to get them to shut up about something.
Same thing.
That's two sides of the same coin, right? It might be. What is it? The original telephone was invented by a guy who got tired of his wife yelling for him.
Yeah.
Right. So was that for his wife or for him? Right. Yes, a little bit of both. Probably took both my motivations. He got sick of being yelled at, and but it does help her reach him without having to yell.
Yeah.
So it does make his wife's life better. It's completely true. But you got to get the instincts that the dude did it for himself. I'm just tired of being yelled at. Just don't want to be yelled at anymore.
What Grandpa installed? A little lever. It would ring a bell in the barn. He got tired of her standing at the door. Earl,
yeah,
Earl,
we get tired of it's annoying, right? Getting yelled at, even if it's just come for dinner, right? It's a good yell. Just don't want to be yelled at. and so
There's even like a code. 1 ring. Who's grandma wants you? 2 rings. Someone's on the phone for you.
yeah. So
Ring, ring. Phone.
we are overly simple creatures. Uh
You know, things don't change.
so you either have to accept the fact that her views of affection are different than yours, and
Yeah.
it's going to evolve. Now, she may come around a little bit. There may be a compromise in here somewhere, but it's not going to be what you want or what you're used to, what you expect. She can't go that far. It's not in her DNA, quite literally.
Literally.
And so that's what marriage is about, right? Those compromises. Okay, is this the hill I'm going to have to die on? And I'm assuming we're not talking intimate affection. We're talking general day-to-day affection.
Yeah.
Right.
Coming up, giving him hugs.
Yeah.
You know, spontaneous kissing, physical affection.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
So you may just have to accept that that's not something she can initiate. She may be able to more comfortably accept it, and you may have to accept that compromise. But look for her love language. I'll guarantee you, there's some way she's expressing her love. It's just not
You're missing it.
just not the way he's used to seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in there somewhere. Just kind of look for it. Take a look at take some fresh eyes and look at your relationship.
We often do it through food.
Yeah. She's doing something to make your life better.
She really is.
I would guess. All right.
Advice for a 30-year-old female in a 2-year long-distance relationship with a 32-year-old man, boyfriend, who does not want to have sex.
Okay, it's a long distance relationship. Where were you expecting to have sex anyway?
Online.
Well, that's just goofy. No wonder he doesn't want to do it. It's embarrassing. Self-consciousness and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, fly to Denver, meet halfway, and
Knock boots.
yeah. This is why long distance relationships are
So difficult.
exceedingly difficult. So, right. So it's not that he doesn't want to have sex. He doesn't want to have virtual sex. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a different beast, by the way.
Okay.
So.
Well, she views it as he just doesn't want to have sex with me.
Oh, yeah. Go show up on his doorstep and see if he says no. Now, maybe he should be more open to it, but that's a relationship expectation, and she has to decide whether, what her relationship expectations are, right? That's a different question.
You know, something that's occurred to me, she may be an exhibitionist. You know, she wants him to see her.
Maybe. My guess is she's genuine in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She wants to feel closer to him.
Yeah.
And that's the only way they can be closer at the moment. So it's a little closer than they are now. And so she wants to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's closer than they are now.
Yeah.
And from him it's just going to drive me crazy. Why would I do that? Right? So you've got two conflicting.
I never thought that it may be too much for him. He may just know himself. He's not going to be able to handle it, emotionally.
Yeah, well, now he's going to get all hot and bothered. Self-stimulation won't work, and now he's going to have to just fight the urge to go on Tinder and find a human release. So why would he go there?
Yeah.
It's self-protection. Even if he doesn't think all that way through, right? That's how those things happen. And then I don't know why I did it. It didn't make doesn't make any sense in retrospect. But you're not dealing with people who are thinking in logical sense. Just saying. Okay.
Okay, this next one. Now we're moving into that was the adult section.
Yeah, like
We forgot to announce it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, intercourse with panties stuffed inside her. Is that safe?
Probably not.
Probably not, dude. What the heck? She wants it, by the way. She wants him to
No,
do this to her.
It's not even the first time I've heard of this type of thing.
I know. But how can that be safe?
It's probably not. But I suppose if you're talking about a thin G string or some granny panties, there's
a difference.
There's probably a difference, but I wouldn't suggest either one. Frankly,
is it larger than a tampon?
So I don't know. It takes all kinds, I guess. Depends on the.
Well, it's just a whim she had.
It's one of those things that
but
sounds.
It sounds good, but
sounds like a bad idea, is what it sounds like.
I can't imagine it would feel good. I mean, the idea that it really gets to her.
Well,
it's a mental thing.
It might even feel good during, but my guess is 2 hours later, it's gonna have lasting repercussions.
Maybe.
Maybe not medical need repercussions, but someone's going to be uncomfortable for a while. And, maybe it's worth it. Maybe not. I don't know. But hey, in terms of the things people do, that doesn't make the top 10 of the strangest. So take that for what you will. That's relatively tame in all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
So
it really is.
Yeah. Would doctors tell you to do it? No, they would not.
They would not.
Talk to any ER room doctor or nurse, and they say, "What, are you crazy?"
Yeah.
And then half of them will go home and do it. But that's a different. That's a different thing. All right, what's next?
How do I skip the small talk and seduce my partner the second I walk in?
Well, you do that during the day. They have to already be hot and bothered the second you walk in.
Yeah.
You have to prep them.
Sorry. You have to let us know.
Well, you don't just have to let them know, but you have to put them in the thing where they're in a good, happy mood.
Well,
already.
yeah, and then but one of those, I can't wait to have you. You just too much for me. Hey, we respond to that. Yes, you're overwhelmed. You have to have me. I understand. Come, take me.
Yeah, all I'm saying, they have to be in the good mood, so you have to set the mood for the, at least so they're receptive. Because if they've had a long, stressful day and you expect to walk in and seduce them without even acknowledging that they've had a long, stressful day, good luck with that.
That's very bodice ripping book.
Yeah.
Type material. You can get us in the mood for that.
Yeah.
By the way, it's not you who we're doing. It's, Edmund from.
We don't care.
Sense and Sensibility.
Most of us don't care.
Well, we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, we know. So my thing is it doesn't work that way. I mean, maybe if you're young enough, it might.
Sure, if you're young enough. What?
Young and new enough in your relationship, you might be able to pull that off. But in these kind of settled relationship, now you've got to settle.
No, dude. Sorry, you gotta stoke the fire.
You have to have laid the groundwork for at least them to have had a pleasant day, right?
A nice, good day. You helped out once or twice. Come on now.
Yep. you sent them a Starbucks on, from DoorDash or something at the very least. Yeah, got have their favorite lunch DoorDash to them.
2 tacos used to do me in
So
that I didn't ask for. Oh my god.
see, it doesn't also necessarily take very much. Okay, what's next?
Okay, last question. For some reason, I have the urge to laugh when my partner has an orgasm on top of me. This is a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's seeing her face and she's making weird faces.
Yeah,
And
well,
he's trying not to laugh.
take a picture of your orgasm face, and no one looks good during that period of time. It's just you're not supposed to be looking at that. That's the one time you're not supposed to be paying attention.
Well, that's why he can see her, because she's on top of him.
Yeah, you don't have, just because it's there, you don't have to look. Especially if you know you're going to have trouble with it. There's lots of her other places to look. She has other bouncing aroundy parts. Look at those. It's my suggestion. Right? If you know there's a problem, well, deal with that. Unless she's one of those who likes to see your eyes while she's in the middle of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then you're in trouble. You're gonna have to learn to, I don't know.
Squint.
Yeah, I don't know. Close your own eyes.
No, baby, I'm too focused. I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. My first suggestion is to look at her other parts.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, she's got other bouncing around attractive parts. Look at those. Yeah. That's all I got for you, guy. Because we all got those goofy. Yeah. If you think about sex too much, you laugh. It's all kind of silly and stupid. And
it really is.
So don't think about it too much. Just kind of let it be.
Yeah.
All right. Connection isn't about perfection. It's all about honesty, patience, and showing up with your whole self. Tonight reminded us that everyone is carrying something: a doubt, a drive, a desire, a disappointment, a hope. And even when people ghost, fizzle, misunderstand, or overwhelm us, we still get to choose how we show up in our own lives. So take a breath, take a moment, take care of your heart, and we will meet again next week. From me and Levy, have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.
Good night.